Howdy, hi, everyone. Greetings is so formal, so I'm doing something a little bit snazzier for howdy, hi. I hope y'all are having a good day. Let's see, we're back with another reading from my homemade deck. I've got probably close to 500 cards in this deck, so I pulled from a completely different section, so we won't get the same cards, and I thought it'd just be fun to see what we're going to get. So we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday. We're going to get, some overarching energy. Okay, so there's someone, okay, we've got two. Someone wondering what you're doing. And then cameras. So something about cameras. Okay. What else? Okay, someone in this energy could be a chosen one. Hey, collective, how you doing? Someone please tell me why the cards do this. Okay, something could be happening in May or took place in May. May could be significant. It could also be a name. And there's something that's a surprise. I think we can fit one more in. Okay. I think that's Percy. Oh, pride. So something about pride. All right. So we've got wondering what you're doing, cameras, chosen one, May, surprise, and pride. So what about this wondering what you're doing? Manifestation. Okay, what about this cameras? Food. Cameras and food. So perhaps this is someone who films food for a living, like for the commercials and stuff. I know of someone who does that. Make a pretty good living at it. Okay. Chosen one, friendship. For May. Okay. This one came out first. Jewelry. So some type of jewelry that is in May. Someone may have received some jewelry in May. Or it could be like the May birthstone, which I don't know what that is. Is it aquamarine? I'm not sure. Hesitation under surprise. So there's a surprise, but there's some sort of hesitation either on your part or their part. They want to bring a surprise, but they may be hesitating. And then pride. This one flipped over. Shark. So someone is proud and they're a shark. Or proud that they're a shark. Okay, wondering what you're doing on manifestation. Okay, we have yes. Then under cameras and food, we have typing message and then erasing it. Okay. Chosen one in friendship. Okay, some type of violence. That took a turn quickly, didn't it? And then we have padded suits for the jewelry and May. And then for the surprise and hesitation, it's pods. And I didn't mean these, when I wrote this, I didn't mean these as the pods like the earphone things. I meant this as like pods that hold people. But I guess it depends on how you take it and how it's applied. But the intent was that, but I guess it could be the ear pods. I don't know. And then warm water. Under pride, shark, and warm water. Now, do sharks swim in warm water? Yeah, I guess they do. So, someone with a lot of pride could go into warm water and encounter a shark. Or someone takes pride in going into warm water and swimming with sharks. What about this? Wondering what you're doing, manifestation, and yes. Clarify that yes, please. It's never ending. So someone's wondering what you're doing in the manifestation. I believe that would be a yes to the manifestation, and it could be never ending. The way that someone manifests, it's like a never ending manifestation. Then we have cameras, food, typing a message and then erasing it, and the U.S. mail. Now we know that there's cameras. In the post offices, and you know, there's cameras everywhere these days, but I'm not sure what the food is about. We'll have to ask about that the next round. So then chosen one, friendship, and violence. What is that about? Could you please clarify that? Neighbor. Someone who's a chosen one could have a friendship with a neighbor who is either experiencing violence, or the chosen one could be experiencing violence by a friendship with a neighbor, you know, sort of a passive-aggressive type of a deal. And then we have May, jewelry, and padded suits. Family. Now, padded suits to me are the, the padded suits like they wear for training the police dogs and the military dogs. It could be a padded suit like, I don't know how many of you know what a zoot suit is, but the shoulders were like really padded, really far out, and then they brought the figure down to a narrow waist and, slim lower body. So it could be that, a padded suit, or it could be somebody wearing a padded suit with the jewel. That doesn't make any sense. I guess we'll continue. Legal documents. Under the surprise, hesitation, pods, and there's legal documents involved. So that could be the surprise. And they hesitate on bringing you these legal documents. It could be something about pods, something kept in pods. What about this pride shark in warm water? Repeating. So someone repeatedly goes into warm water with sharks, and they're proud of it. Remember, this is only for, we have to say it, it's for entertainment purposes only. Only take it if it resonates. Don't try to make it fit. What else am I required to say? Use your own judgment, and never ever make a decision based off of a free tarot reading, okay? This is a general collective reading. This is possibly 6 different energies going on. They may interact, they may not interact, they may be around a certain person. This could be energies that are around you, maybe not necessarily your energy. So do you see where I'm saying only take it if it fits? If something resonates, then, that could be your energy. Otherwise, there's a lot of people out here. So that's all the stuff that I'm required to say. So this wondering what you're doing. These all flipped, but I'll just take the ones that fell. Masks. Manifestation, yes. Never-ending masks. So they may be wearing masks, wondering what you're doing. So that they can figure it out, so that maybe you won't recognize them. But if you're like me, you can see through a mask. I am gifted with being able to see the truth. So even though somebody's wearing a costume, or they use a glamour spell, or even through a filter on the apps, I can see who it really is beneath all of that. And I don't know that they know that, but I'm putting that out there. I've always been able to see the truth. So I can see the truth, hear the truth. So it's difficult to lie to me. And then you may tell me a bold-faced lie, and I'll sit there and go, oh, okay. And you may think you're getting away with it, but the fact is that I know that you're lying to me. It's just that I choose not to get into an argument over it And sometimes, you just go along with it and see where the lie leads you, because you might find out more information that way. So anyway, waiting. Cameras, food, typing message, then erasing it, U.S. mail, and waiting. So someone is waiting. They're trying to send you a message, but they keep erasing it. They may be waiting for the U.S. mail, and they may have cameras placed somewhere to see what when something is delivered to you. And it could be a food item. Now, I'm not talking about like DoorDash or anything like that. I'm talking about stuff that you can send through the mail. There are food items that you can send through the mail. And someone may be waiting for that. Okay? What about this chosen one, friendship, violence, and neighbor? Oh, I hope y'all are having a good day. Thank you for being here. If you're still here, if you could hit the like, leave a comment. I really like the comments, even the bad ones. Okay. So we may not have anything more to say on this one. Let's shuffle. That may be all for that line. We'll go through this one more time. A celebration. Okay, so, all right, so that makes a little more sense. A chosen one who has a friendship with a neighbor could be having a celebration where there will be violence. So just be aware. That makes sense. What about this May and jewelry and padded suits and family? That's not making sense yet. Oh, clones. All right. So in May, or someone named May. Okay. There could be someone named May in the family. I have someone named May in my family. She passed a long time ago. But anyway, someone in the family, okay. Someone in the family is either using clones, and yes, they do use them, in padded suits to get some jewelry that perhaps May left you. Or you maybe have received some jewelry in May, and some family in padded suits are acting like clones, or family has clones in padded suits. Anyway, the jewelry is the center here. Someone wants that jewelry. Only take it if it resonates. What about this surprise? Okay. I just got confirmation. Evidence. So legal documents with evidence is going to be a surprise to someone. They're hesitating. It has to do with those pods. And then we have jealousy over here. So there's some jealousy towards someone that is going to there's jealousy towards someone that is repeatedly going into warm water with sharks, and they're proud of it, which, why wouldn't you be? You can go swim with the sharks. Not everyone can do that, but there's some jealousy over that. Someone's so jealous that you can do that, and they may even say it. I'm so jealous. Okay. Wondering what you're doing. Open. So someone is openly wondering what you're doing. Yes, you're manifesting. You're never going to stop. Okay, so they're openly wondering because they're in a mask. They wonder what you're doing. You're manifesting. Yes, you're manifesting, and you're not going to stop. Good for you. Okay, what about this cameras and food and the U.S. mail and again, if you're still here, thank you so much for staying. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel. Please remember to hit that like button, notification button, and leave a comment. And for anyone, this is off the subject, anyone that is wanting to learn tarot, the way I was taught is to make one of these decks to start with so that you can get used to the energies and the different words and stuff like that, instead of, going straight for the tarot deck that has all of these meanings and all of these, visuals and all of this. It's a lot to remember. Start with getting some cards, some index cards. I get these because I have small hands, and the index cards are a little bit big for me to handle, but if you have normal people-sized hands, then the index cards are great. They're not expensive. Just go get you some cards and start writing words on them. Everything that you can come up with. Everything around the house, and start writing on them. Pretty soon you'll have more cards than you know what to do with, and you're going to keep adding. And then just sit down and ask them a question, and start giving yourself readings with these. And you'll be surprised at what comes out. And that's how I was taught when I was really young, how to make my own tarot deck. And this is my own. It's more like an oracle deck, and just start asking questions, and you'd be surprised at what the answers are you get. So that's just a little hint for those of you who are interested in it. Just go get some index cards, and write. You can write on both sides, and then whichever side flips up, that's the side you read. And 2 for 1. So that's just a little hint. That's how I was taught by my grandmother, who read, she read Kipper more than tarot. She did the Kipper, the old one, the one in the little brown case. Yeah, she did that one. And so she taught me to read that and to do this. And she was quite accurate. She could also operate a Ouija board all by herself. Okay, we have a lock. So there's some kind of a lock. Maybe on the camera. Maybe on the mail. Maybe they're waiting for you to unlock it. You know, in a P.O. box, they have locks. You have to have a key to open up your P.O. box. So, and there are cameras in the lobby area where the P.O. boxes are. So yeah, someone could be waiting for you to unlock your P.O. box with the U.S. mail. And they're watching you through a camera somehow. It's either someone at the post office or it's someone that's tapped into the camera somehow. And it could be some type of food. And they want to type you a message, but they keep erasing it. Maybe they're waiting for you to get it, and then they'll send you the message. So I would be kind of wary if somebody's sending me food through the U.S. mail at this time, if I were you. But that's me. Okay, what about this chosen one? Friendship, violence, neighbor, celebration. Okay. Ooh, on stage. So someone could be on stage, either you, the chosen one, or the neighbor. Or the celebration could be on stage for some reason. Maybe it's in a play, maybe it's closing night, opening night, or closing night of a play, or of a production. And there's a celebration, but there's going to be some kind of violence. And then talking to your parents. So this family may be trying to talk to your parents, or these clones who are pretending to be family in padded suits are talking to your parents, trying to get this jewelry. And seeing signs and synchronicities. This legal documents, evidence in these legal documents. They're trying to surprise you with it, but they're hesitating. You're seeing signs and synchronicities, and it's something about those pods. Something could be kept in a pod. It doesn't have to be a person, but, you know, there's pods. Oh, there's also the pods. Aren't they called pods in, excuse me, like the airplanes and stuff where, you know, the first class, they have a pod. That's what they're called. So it could be, ooh, I just got confirmation on that. So it could be something that, a form of travel that has pods. So a train, plane, trains, planes, and automobiles. I don't know. But I just got confirmation on the airplane pods. So that may be what it is. And the last card is Pathway. So someone's taking a pathway of jealousy. because someone is proud and they keep going into warm water with sharks. So I would be careful of that person with jealousy, that he's so jealous of you. Because, you can do something that they can't do. So anyway, so that's your reading. Thank you all for staying. I truly do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. And hey, until next time, have a great day.